Hi everyone, it's Chantel from the Mummy Bookworm, and I am here today to talk about American River Tributaries by Mallory M. O'Connor. This book I actually received from the online book club. I was able to receive it in exchange for an honest review. This is of course going to be a no spoilers review, so if you haven't read the book and would like to read it eventually, don't worry about watching all the way through because there will be no spoilers whatsoever. American River Tributaries by Mallory M. O'Connor is the first installment of the American River trilogy, and it is a historical novel that is placed in the 1950s and 60s, but also begins in the late 1800s with the same characters' ancestors. It is told from the view of about 5 different people. This book was fantastically written. It had amazing characters, very in-depth, very detailed. It had a well-paced plot and a good story to go along with it. I really enjoyed this book. This book was based around 3 families, all unique in their own way and all of different descents. They were all immigrants from Ireland, Mexico, and Japan. O'Connor really delves into the different issues that arose in the 50s and 60s, ranging from race, politics, forbidden romance, immigration, and even following your dreams in an unsettled time. So Mockingbird Valley Ranch was the centerpiece of the story, and this is where Eowyn McFallon has his family. His wife, Marion, is the mother of his 3 kids, I believe. When Marion suddenly decides to head to Boston to pursue her dream of being a painter, things become totally chaotic. This leads to many forbidden romances on many different characters' parts, misunderstandings, loss, and heartbreak through all of these families. This was such a rich tale that had twists and turns from the very beginning that kept me reading from page 1 to the very end. I was completely and totally impressed with the writing style of this author. She did an amazing job keeping you hooked, and she was very, very thorough in her writing style, which is awesome because it's not very often that you find a book that's super wordy but is also able to keep you captivated and not become so wordy that it's boring or useless. She did a fantastic job of finding the fine line between being too wordy and being just detailed enough. I will say that in a couple places the story did drag a little bit because of the fact that she was trying to put so much detail into the story. But in all honesty, putting a lot of detail into a story really isn't a bad reason for it to drag. The characters were so in-depth that I really felt like they were my friends. I knew them so well. I felt like I knew them on a personal level because she was so good at describing each and every one and really getting into the minds of them. There was one in particular that I would have liked to know a little bit more detail, but maybe that will be explored in the following novel that is due to come out this month, so I'll be looking forward to reading that one next. In some instances, I felt like the book had a few too many characters just because it made it hard to understand who was talking and what was going on in these certain parts, but it didn't overpower the fact that the characters that we knew so well were so well executed. I'm really picky about grammatical errors and seeing those in books, and it's not very often that in a published book I see these errors. With the reading that I do as far as reviewing and getting the copies for free in exchange for the honest review, I do find that there are quite a bit of grammatical errors, which could just be because they are not quite ready to publish this and they are not sending this exact copy out into the world. This one, however, had next to no grammatical errors, no punctuation errors, no spelling errors. I think I found one in the entire thing, which is really good because I'm really good at spotting those. Now, overall, I rated this book with a 4 out of 5 stars. I did say that it dragged a little bit. Definitely a great story. Definitely the most detailed, well thought out book that I have read in a long time, but it wasn't absolutely fantastic. I can't rave about this enough, so that's why I gave it a 4-star. Still a great rating, mind you. Just not perfect rating. I would definitely recommend this for anyone that loves historical fiction, would love to get into a story with detailed characters and in-depth characters where they can really connect with them, and anyone really looking for the stories of average people and the hardships that they go through. So like I said a little bit earlier, I believe that this next installment of the American River trilogy is coming out this month, so I will be checking that out as soon as I can get my hands on it, and I'm really happy to have found this book and be able to finish the trilogy very, very soon. I will be leaving a link to purchase your own copy of American River Tributaries in the description box below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also be sure to subscribe to the channel in order to see even more great content. Click the bell icon in order to be updated every time I post a new video. I will be posting Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and an occasional video here and there. So there's definitely so much content that you can check out. bookish content for kids, bookish content for adults. Anything that I am reading right now or enjoying, you can check it out on my channel. So I definitely recommend that. Thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!